How's that? It's not so quiet anymore now, is it?
Ah!
That probably helps if you switch it on.
What a banana. The rat.
I can't see what I'm doing here.
You got it?
No.
Look out. Coming in hot. No.
No.
It never works when you want it to, does it?
Got it? No? There we go, we got it again. I reckon we start from the beginning. So hello everyone, welcome again. We've got sound now.
Episode 114.
That's it. I was talking about my raspy voice, it's nice and sexy.
Sexy, self-proclaimed sexy voice.
That's right. Love it.
Nothing about beers or chicken last night.
No, didn't do any of that.
No.
Although it was very tasty.
Was very tasty.
So we've got the car of the week.
It's probably been guessed already.
No, it hasn't been.
Really?
Yeah, because no one could hear, right? They could just see. So what do we need to know?
The colour, the
Yeah.
make, the model, the year.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
Like I
pretty
said-
easy one, I think.
you think? I think it's
Yeah.
one of the most iconic cars. You know, I don't want to give it away, but it's pretty iconic.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I reckon the next one was more iconic.
I mean, I reckon this was Toyota's best ever. I mean, I didn't give it away, did I?
You could have. No one heard that. No one heard that.
No one heard that it was
No.
a Toyota.
Okay, so we'll come back to that. So what are we going to talk about first?
Trains.
We're going to get straight back
Planes,
into.
trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, sure.
Have
Okay,
a
let's
look
have a look at it.
Have
Let's
a
look
look
at it from
at
the top.
Look at the furry little layout.
So we got this like super hairy now
Oh,
because
it's lush.
it was your
lush.
order, right? You
Yeah.
wanted it.
I'm missing
lush
a
as.
tree. My tree's gone.
Well, the tree will come back. All right.
The
So what are
tree-
we going
I'm
to do
missing-
now?
Full missing the tree. The Lorax has been in there.
Been chopping them down, is it?
People have said I'm starting to resemble the Lorax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So last week we put a bit of grass on it, didn't we?
Yeah. So it
and we
wasn't
used
this
the
lush.
static. We used a static applicator,
Mm.
and we didn't even get electrocuted.
You can't say we weren't trying.
No.
Mm.
But it is really cool. Don't look out if there's a loco on there.
I
mate.
know there's a loco. This one, like,
You are
Jeez.
reckless.
be quiet, you.
Marlon is flipping
No,
in
not
the
yet.
corner.
Not yet.
The way that did you see what you did to the loco last week?
No, I didn't do anything to it. It was running really well. What are you talking about?
So it's a nice little hairy layout,
Yep.
isn't it?
Yep.
And today we're going to progress with it more.
Yep.
I think it's really only next week going to leave some finishing touches.
Mm.
This week we're going to put water in the river.
Yep.
We're calling it a river. Is it a creek, a river, estuary? I'm not sure.
Oh, I think we can put enough in there and make it a river.
Yep.
A little river.
There's no koi,
No,
and
although
it won't be blue
no,
because apparently that would look no good.
no.
if you had
So,
fish
so I
or it
was
was
thinking
blue.
about tinting the water, but
Well,
yeah,
I
we'll
got
keep it clear.
shut. I got shut down severely.
Yes.
And we're
No
going to
blue
put
for you.
and this bald spot here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind putting a forest. So like 5 trees.
Yeah. So we've got some trees ready.
5. Yep. We've had a lawnmower man out. He's carved a track.
Little path.
Yep.
Yep.
So it is coming along really well. Like
Mm.
considering it started off with a blue piece of foam.
Yep.
Do you remember it was a blue piece of foam
Doesn't look like a blue piece of foam anymore.
with some rail on there? We've got the ballast.
Yep.
We've got the plaster.
Mhm.
Looks really cool.
Yep.
Couldn't have done it without Marlon.
No, that's it. No, I reckon. So what do we do now?
I say we get Marlon on.
All right. So
And
Marlon's
we
going to
can-
show us how to
let's-
continue on.
I say we get Loco with Marlon.
Getting Loco with Marlon. That could be the
Yeah?
name of the segment.
That could be the name of the
Yeah.
segment.
All right. Loco with Marlon. Here we come.
Hello.
Hey guys,
Hey, Marlon.
heard you guys talking about the layout and the growth. That it's
Yeah.
received
It's
in the
like
last
pretty.
week.
It's pretty full on now, isn't it?
So that was probably another 3 or 4 applications of static grass, just
I would
going
say
over it
about
again
6.
and again. That was almost the entire 2 bags that we
Yeah.
had.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
that's
Because
a lot.
I demanded Cotswold green. That was the description, wasn't it? No, it's not lush enough. Not lush enough.
Yep.
Make it lusher.
well,
Mine too.
you're the client, and that was the specifications that you gave. So I hope I delivered on that.
And the static application, like it's so textural, isn't it?
It is.
Like I didn't.
So I like how there's a little bit of ingrowth that's been added here as well from Marlon.
Well, it's because it hasn't. It's not highly used.
Yep, looks good. Just little patches, just to make it look really random. I mean, nature is random, right? If it looks too even, then it doesn't look right.
It's perfection and imperfection when it
That's
comes
right.
to replicating nature. And where those green patches were, where there was a little bit of foam underneath, you could see it through the ballast. You could
Right.
still see the blue foam. So I thought
Driving you nutty.
it was driving me nuts. Very detail focused. So it's sort of like as you'd imagine on a little narrow gauge, hardly used line like this. It's not like
Yeah.
they they have weed killers, going out and keeping everything pristine. But
Yep.
We might put a few goats on there for future.
we might, yeah.
We don't want it getting overgrown when,
No. All right, so what are we going to move on to?
How about we talk about some of the new trains that have arrived?
Let's talk about
Oh,
new
yeah.
and trucks. But
Oh,
look, this isn't a tutorial. We did a tutorial at the end.
Oh,
I think so. Because we're
okay.
going to make a mess again.
Right.
Are we?
Yeah, and then your Toyota will get covered with grass. So.
Giving it away.
All right.
But let's
Right.
talk about some new arrivals. So we just got a massive restock, the biggest one I've seen in a long time.
Yep.
Of Woodland Scenic. So
Yep.
essentially all of the product that we used to make this,
Yep.
do all of the scenery, like the the static grass, the
Yep.
ballast. Almost all of this is exclusively Woodland Scenic's product. We've just had a massive restock of all of that, which is great. And we had a lot of new locomotives coming too, like the one that we've actually got here. Kind of
Well, it
blends
looks
in,
nice, doesn't it?
But I've got a few in this little box. So small, it's good to keep them in a box.
Yeah,
just
put
so
them
that I
all
don't
up?
lose them. Yeah,
That's a big one.
Oh, look at that.
it is. Yeah,
That's not going to fit.
Wow, it's chunky.
that won't fit on this. It's super chunky.
It's not going to get around the corner. Mate.
No, I don't think it will. But then there's the N gauge equivalent.
Yep.
Another one in a different paint scheme, and we
Oh,
got
cool.
these. These are Class 08 shunters, diesel
Right.
shunters, and they're quite iconic for British Railways. They built well over 1,000 of them, and there's tons of them still operating now. This is we can have a look at the 00 scale one if you'd like.
00 beautiful.
00.
Look at that.
It is very chunky.
What about on here?
How heavy is it?
How do you feel?
Chunky's up in here. Let me try that again.
It weighs about as much as that whole layout does.
Really?
Yeah, it's very well ballasted.
What's happened, Vage?
I had this funky
You got it.
half screen before.
I saw that.
Really?
Yeah. So I pushed the whole heap of buttons and it's all fixed now.
I love that's the best.
It was like one of those transitions from a 1970s music video. They transition from one band member
If
to
you've
another.
been watching
yeah.
my socials this week, I've sort
Yeah.
of been trying to mimic that a bit. That's about where my capabilities are at. All right.
I like that, how chunky it is.
It is
I
hard,
like,
kind
I
of
like
hard.
how
to-
high it is.
Yeah, it's just a brick, isn't it? They should have
Yeah.
just called
You
it
know-
a brick.
Do you know how good that I think that would run? Because it's got so much weight and substance about it. I think it would be a really good runner.
You've learned, haven't you?
Yeah, I think that's the key, isn't it? Larger compared to the N gauge stuff, larger contact patch with the rails, nice and weighty. I think if you were building a shunting layout and you wanted to just have crawl along speeds, this would probably be the better way to go. But in saying that, the N gauge versions of the same locomotive are also equally as impressive.
I think they're really good. I like the way this has been.
I saw this
weathered.
the other day, and I'm gobsmacked by the weathering.
Yeah,
It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
along the top of the roof where the exhaust port is,
Mm.
Done a really good job.
diesel grime has never looked so good.
Is that done by hand?
I would
Would be.
imagine it is. Yeah.
Yeah, each one will be done by hand, I think.
I'd like to get a clean one and give it to Tony P to do and see what we could do.
Oh yeah.
No?
I've got another one here. I know that we have at least 4 or 5 variations
That's
of
a
this
clean
paint
one.
scheme. These are and the ones I've shown so far are analog models.
Yep.
But this one that's on the track is very special because it is sound fitted.
Oh,
Makes
DCC
noise.
I can
and
definitely
sound
tell
fitted.
now. Look how big
Yeah.
that marking is. Oh, what are we going to do? We're going to give it a go.
We're going to give it a run.
Oh,
I was very excited for these
Yep.
to arrive because it was announced quite a few months ago. And I'm
Yes.
like, how on earth do they fit a sound decoder and a decent speaker and something with a footprint that small?
yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So
isn't
we've had a look and I thought it'd
And
be really
how heavy
cool.
is
to-
it?
it?
Not very. It is
Well,
relative to its
For,
size.
for an N-scale loco, I think it's quite heavy.
Is it?
Let's get it on the track.
There is a bit of weight there, isn't there?
All
All
right.
right. Off we
That's,
go.
um,
You're
Don't
the
let-
Mr. Controller.
Do not let BJ drive the train.
Oh, it's fired up.
Oh my god.
Oh,
All right. Let's get it wrapped up. Up.
Oh,
Releasing the brakes.
oh my lord.
oh, it's moving.
Oh,
Was it?
Was.
What?
Hit a dirty spot in the track, I think.
Yeah,
We need
I-
to give it a clean. Every
I-
time a new layer of scenery goes on. Yeah.
I didn't build that bit, obviously. That's a bit you built. Uh-oh.
It was much cleaner over here, wasn't it? Let's do it from here. Once it gets that momentum up, it's fine.
Oh, there we go.
Look at it go.
How good is it look? definitely is much nicer driving a loco around a layout than on a bit of straight flexi track, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
think so. Even though this is designed for the next scale up, 009, or,
Yep.
which is like effectively, when you think about it, it's crazy. This layout is actually this scale. But
Is it?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
go. Yep.
It's HO00 scale. It's just that 00 locomotives are really tiny. So,
Well, I think it makes the bridge look more substantial. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
No?
let's accelerate it again. Get that.
So if we put a
motor
cow
out.
on here, it has to be a HO cow.
It
Yeah.
should be. It's going to take up a lot of space.
Yeah, when we're using end scale, it's going to look like a gigantic cow.
Wow. I like how fast it goes. That is doing a solid 234 mile an hour
Yeah.
scale speed.
I'm seeing the valve gear going around, particularly when it's all red colour.
Yeah. Marked for safety, as they did.
Yeah.
And then they made them more visible, like this later model, where they put what they call the wasp stripes on either end, the yellow ends.
Yep.
So over the years, they repainted these many times to reflect, their paint scheme at that time.
Yeah.
And all of the changes seem to be safety focused, making things more visible because these were originally painted black.
How do I make it do some more sounds?
Press 4 or 3, and you get
Oh! Let's tell the cat to get out of the way.
You've broken it. Lee, this is why you're not allowed to push buttons, isn't it?
Try 3 again. There you
my
go.
Oh, there you go. See?
You
Okay,
turn the
it's not
sound.
when you
You turn
push
the
on
sound
the-
off. You press 1 again.
What do I do?
That was a great demonstration. Until
I'm
you
just a
got
wrecker,
hold of it.
aren't I?
Pretty much.
What did I do?
But what did you guys?
I think that's 2 weeks in a row where you've lost your train license.
Oh, there we go. It's going again.
I just hope that you can make it go faster and the increase and decrease the noise.
Where, here?
No, the button when you push next to it.
Which one?
These one.
Oh,
Like it goes.
Yeah, in increments instead of just
Yeah.
going one speed, because it's like 120. I think it's 128 speed steps rather
That's
than
right.
just going each speed step.
And it's synchronized with the RPM of the motor, I suppose, isn't
clean
it?
over there.
I think it does. Once it gets going, once it builds up that momentum, it's
Yeah.
good. Just give it a bit more throttle, and then you can ease off.
120%.
Oh, not quite that much.
No?
Press 1 again, BJ, and we'll get that sound going.
Ah,
Hope that you guys can hear. I know it makes a lot of noise on the curves, but what did you guys think of the sound quality for something so small?
it's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. But
No.
that doesn't mean a lot coming from me. But yeah, I haven't seen anything like it. I'm super impressed.
You can press 1 again, BJ. I think the sound's off.
Oh, it was working.
There you
Oh. What did
I
I
think
do?
that's enough. I think we should.
What have I done?
I feel like he's a bit horn happy. This train driver is.
I think people have seen enough of you playing trains, mate.
Whoops. How's that? Oh, he's coming back again. What did I do?
Press 2 and 3 again.
2 and 3.
There you go. 3 was the horn.
Oh.
I think if you leave 3 on, it just blows continuously.
Oh, does it?
So,
Oh, that's annoying, isn't it?
yeah.
It's very annoying. My ears are ringing.
Are they?
We also
There you
had a couple steam engines come in too. So not just diesels, but we got this nice it's a Prairie loco from
Yeah, it's
from
gonna be
the
close.
A prairie loco.
Prairie. Yeah, that's reference to the Wheeler engine. So it's a 262. So you had 2 pilot wheels, 6 drive wheels, and then 2 pilot wheels again. So that same wheel arrangement is the same as the Puck and Billy. That's also a
Is it?
Prairie engine.
Oh, all right.
And that's a 262.
That is also 262. Yeah.
See, I learn something every
There
day.
you
So,
go.
and so it's got 6 driven wheels.
Yeah, that's it. So they all have all steam locomotives have a designated name based on their wheel arrangement. That's like a nickname, so to speak. It's not really the name of the loco, but it's like a style, design style.
Mm-hmm.
But Great Western always made quite stunning looking steam locos. Look at that brass dome they've got there.
Pretty shiny, isn't it?
Yeah. Very nicely done, this one.
It's got a unique looking engine.
Very classic British. And again, that's the same scale as this layout.
That's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think we need to make it bigger next time.
maybe, but then it won't fit in the frame or the cabinet.
But do you think the end
Yeah.
scales out of it just makes the grass look a bit long? Do you think?
Well,
we have to use shorter grass with end scale.
with end scale, you
Is
would
that
probably,
is that end scale grass?
Well, it
well,
looks overgrown for in-scale.
grass really isn't scale specific. The fiber length for this was 4 to 6 mils, but I think that would be almost like more than waist height, probably chest deep grass. So it's pretty deep.
Really?
So I think you probably use like
I might have to get my clippers onto it.
2 to 4 mil fibers. 4 mil fibers at the most, I think, for engage.
Might have to give it a bit of manscaping, get it trimmed down a bit.
That's it. I think once we've got a person on here or an animal, that'll give it a bit more context in terms of.
Yeah, but it has to be a big cow.
Well, yeah, it's
a HO cow.
HO cow. That's it.
There you go. All right.
That was a lot of fun, guys.
That's good. I really like
How
that.
good does it run, this little layout?
It's good.
Really
I'm
good.
looking forward to you coming back after and talking to us more about it. And
For sure.
do we need gloves?
You won't need gloves. I might get a little bit of cardboard to put underneath it. This will be a lot less messy than our previous endeavors, I think.
Right, that's the grassy bits, yes.
Than the grassy bits.
Mhm.
I think we're going to apply some more grassy bits, but it's going to be a little bit less
Can we make it just as romantic?
if you want to.
I think we should.
You want some romantic music there? But organised, eh? It's been done before.
I like the rhythm of the loco. It's just,
It is mesmerizing, isn't
It
it?
Yeah, I
is.
slowed it down a bit.
it is. It's not what we need. All right, let's go.
All right,
Alright.
guys.
Emergency stop, make everyone fly.
That's it.
Oh, there you
There
go.
they go. Guess for safekeeping, if you want to put it aside or put it in the box. So small, I don't want to lose it, you see. Pocket size.
No, they're good. I really enjoyed that. Still got my mini trans loco at home waiting for a.
Have you got a
Layout.
layout at home?
No, I've got the bits to make a layout, but I haven't
Really?
made it yet. But I've got that extra
might-
bit that I got. So that extra bit I got a few days ago, that's going to be incorporated in there as well.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
So I want to try and make it like triple layer type of thing.
On a turntable.
Hey?
On a turntable.
What turntable? What on turn? What?
On a turntable.
We could. What? I have to put it on a turntable.
Yeah.
That's
We'll have to
extra
see your design
complication.
ideas.
And it can go up and down, and that would be cool. Lock it in, Eddie.
Oh,
If you guys
geez.
need to make space, you can unplug it. And,
Oh,
and
disconnect.
I'll,
All right,
yeah, and
will
I'll
do.
come back in 20 minutes and see what's going on.
What happens if you push these two things together?
Ah!
Jeez.
All right, see you in a bit, guys.
All
I
right,
want to
thanks.
take this and have a look what that is. Not sure.
Where's this go? Let's put this over here. I'll get this out of the way.
I think DJ broke that.
Oh, me?
Just unplug it if you can, BJ.
I
You
will.
can hear that the negative and positive are touching each other.
Yeah, I hear that. Buzz,
Oh,
buzz.
look! Everybody left the show.
We're back. We're back.
Doot, doot. This one does not have DCC. You have,
Right.
you have to make noise for it.
Now, Tony P said, hasn't it been on before? And it has been, but not this color.
Not
There's
this
a
color.
brand new release color. So that's going to be the tricky bit. I think the car itself's not going to be that hard to get because,
What? Nobody's guessed it yet. Is that what
well,
you're saying?
John said, is it a Falcon GT but not an HO? You're not quite right there. You're mainly right. Ford Falcon bit. So it's
It is
it's
a-
a Toyota Falcon.
It's a Ford Falcon.
Yep.
So we still need a year, a model, and a color,
So it's got a very specific name for this car.
and potentially a drivetrain.
Drivetrain.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I want to know what's in it.
All right.
Somebody can tell us. I'm
I've got
sure
no idea.
they can tell us. Well, I can see the stick through the window, the shifter thingy, so I know whether it's auto or manual.
Yeah.
And if we lift the bonnet, we can probably see whether it's air conditioned or power steering as well. So I think we need to make
You're
it a
clever.
bit more challenging.
All right.
This model here was fitted obviously with an electric aerial. That would have been pretty rare for its day. What have you got, Paige? Come on. Enough
have
of
I
the
got?
silliness.
I don't really have anything.
What do you mean?
This came in. The
Because-
Valiant. Valiant spec. So it's not a brand new kit.
What's special about it?
It's huge.
Is it?
I don't know much about the Valiant actually. It's like a 1950s. It's post-war. So
Mhm.
there's a very specific look about post-war aircraft because that's coming into the jet age.
I was going to say it'd be all jet age, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So it's young jet age. So quite a lot of them were quite bulbous. It was a bit later that they started getting into more, I guess you call it aerodynamic, even though everything's aerodynamic because it was flying. They were sleeker as time went on. So you got a specific look in the 50s, another look in the 60s, and the 70s as well. So this is very 50s.
So whose plane was it?
What do you mean? You want me to tell the name of
No.
who owned it?
Well, yeah. Was it Australian?
No, it's English.
Oh, it's English.
English.
Well, that's-
English.
And was it used in the war at all, or no? Post-war.
It's post-war, so I don't know if they actually saw any combat. I don't know if they actually used these in Korea. Because there weren't a lot of aircraft that were used in Korea. They don't use absolutely everything over there. But
And
yeah,
what's got 172?
172, so it's
what's
pretty
a wingspan?
wingspan.
Is that what we ask?
Oh, yeah, I don't know actually. What's a wingspan?
I feel that you've come into
Is
this
it
a bit. I feel that you've come into this a bit half baked, mate.
What do you mean? I'm fully baked. I'm cooked. I don't
No,
know.
sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Here we go. The width is 488.
Wow,
That would be the wingspan.
half a meter.
The length is 456.
Yep.
So it's almost cubic. Yeah, so it's
That's cool, eh?
nearly a half a meter.
4 engines, 2 on each side.
That looks quite sleek, though, doesn't it? That's
Yeah.
got to be distinctive to that plane.
We can still imagine how the propeller-driven aircraft has a similar sort of fuselage look as well.
Absolutely.
There you go. So there you go. So that's a Valiant.
And what other stuff came in? I thought heaps of stuff came in this week. Just a bit
We got
stuff.
hat. So a whole lot of hat came in, but I haven't got any examples of hat. It's nothing super
What
new.
scale was hat? Can
Hat's
they
1 to 72.
go on? Is that
Yeah, you could put them on. They'll look a little bit big.
would
But
they?
if you want some soldiers and stuff in your layout, we can do
Mm. That's great.
that.
I've been turned off.
You got stuff, haven't you?
Let's
You
talk
got
about
plenty
the-
of stuff.
Let's talk about good stuff.
Well, what? Like Bendigo?
Well,
We
Well,
just
hang
ended- we just-
I
what?
wasn't going to go there straight away.
Oh, weren't you? Oh, sorry.
No, but hang on.
What do you got there?
Let's take a walk. Walk with me. Hold my hand.
Right.
What have we got here?
You've got an RC car by Kyosho.
You know, we could have done this thing is so phenomenal. We could have done this as the car of the week. In fact, if we had have thought about it a bit more, we probably should.
You reckon?
It is that highly detailed.
Well, the
So
body
this is a Kyosho phaser. This is a brand new model to us. This is a Phaser Mark II.
Yep.
This is a short wheelbase, and this is what we need for racing.
Yes.
And it's a thriving little on-road class down here in Victoria.
Yep.
Particularly at Bendigo, but all the other clubs are sort of adopting it and taking it on too.
It's a really good spec chassis, isn't it?
Really
Because
good
it's
spec
really
chassis.
good value straight out of the box. It comes with all the bearings.
But we're going to do
It's
a bit
got a
of
fast motor.
We're going to do like you can go to YouTube channel for a full unboxing. There's going to be
Yep.
a full detailed thing.
Yep.
And this one's quite unique. Again, like most things that I say is quite unique and quite exciting. It's
Yeah.
because it's mine. This is
This
my
is yours.
One. That's my
This is
one.
your personal one.
Yeah.
So we go to the top.
So have a look at what you're greeted with. Okay. Got the car in a box.
Yep. Covered in some Glad wrap.
Now, usually, admittedly, I have had it out before. But there's a car in a box, and there's
Can I peel this off?
yeah, go for it. You can be that guy.
Look at this. Look at this. The reveal. It's sticky, isn't it?
You should know you don't peel another man's plastic, mate. That is rule number 101.
Sorry, here.
No, go for it. That may or may not have been off before.
Look at
But
that.
have a look
Shiny.
how nice it is. We're on the overhead.
Yep.
So it sits really nice and low on the body. Might be because I've also adjusted the body posts.
You want to see it? You want to take it to the front?
Yeah, we'll take it to the front.
There you go.
So it sits really nice. And
Really
have a look at
dubbed,
the
isn't it?
detail. This is LED ready, so it's not fitted with LEDs, but it
Oh, really?
does actually have light buttons. We'll whip the body off and have a look.
Okay.
We're going to have a look on the overhead. So it's really well finished.
Oh, it has too.
We've got additions like chrome mirrors
Yeah.
and wipers.
Yep.
You know, which I'm sure in the heat of the battle of racing would get torn off in a heartbeat. Really well backed to make it quite durable and resilient.
Super smooth paintwork, isn't it?
It is. Two-piece rear body, obviously, so they could get more detail on the back.
Yep.
And like I said, light buckets. So they're not just stickers. I mean, they've got stickers as well on the lenses,
But the light will go through it.
but the light will go through it.
Yep.
They're LED ready.
Yep.
So you can buy the kit from Kyosho to fit right into this,
Really clever.
front-
You could just wire it up yourself.
front and rear, and it'll plug straight into your receiver.
Yep.
So
Nice.
that is really, really
I
cool.
like the way that these particular light buckets have got the blanks on them.
Yeah.
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 Because
and
some of the other ones, like some Tamiya ones, they don't have the blanks. You can see straight through them. And
Oh,
it looks a bit
really?
Weird.
Yeah, so you unscrew that, put that, it's got the two, obviously that's where the two legs are going to sit.
Yep.
Really, really cool. And like I said, the detail itself, so it's got see-through windows.
Yep.
which sounds stupid, but that's really nice for a ready-to-run car
Yeah.
because most of them are just painted all over.
Well, obviously, at a factory, if you painted all one color, it's a lot quicker and easier, right?
That's right.
Yep.
And then they usually got stickers for windows.
Yes.
So they've actually masked the windows.
Yep.
And they have applied a sticker in the way of tint and window surround.
Hmm.
And it's really nice chrome finish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, really high quality.
Yeah, the printing is really good on the chrome.
And we've got stickers for stripes.
Yep.
And badges. And various fixtures and fittings around the car.
Hmm.
We've got screw-on chrome bumper bars on the back here. So that's a solid additional piece. So that's not polycarbonate. That's chrome-plated ABS.
Yep. So some funkiness?
I can see the messages coming through.
Yep.
Hey guys, bear with us.
Resin.
Bear with us. Hello.
Why? How do we get back? Let's go.
Are we on? Are we on?
How's that? Is that better?
You're
No,
on the
that's-
laptop.
That's the wrong camera.
You're on the laptop, buddy.
Hang on.
Fade to black.
We're back now.
People can hear us.
How's that?
Are we
Is that
on?
better? Oh, it
Oh,
looks really bright there, doesn't it?
probably because all the cameras have reset.
Ah,
Sorry, guys. There's been a massive power outage here in the city. Our backup generator didn't kick in, and I'm looking very, very pasty, Beige.
you're
Better
looking
fix it.
pasty.
You better fix this camera, mate, because I'm feeling faint.
You're
Just
feeling faint.
Just looking at it.
Really?
How are we? Oh, is everybody
That's
back
better,
on?
isn't it?
Nope.
No, you're still pasty.
I'm still really pasty. Here we go.
Is that better?
That's nice, I think.
You reckon that's good?
I think so.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I don't know. Let's keep going, eh?
Well, why not? Bring the comments up. Let's get a big thumbs up from people if
What are
we're
we talking
okay.
about again?
Oh, I don't know. We're back.
We've been welcome back, so we must be all working.
I hope that we're back.
I hope so too.
I hope we didn't swear and carry on too much. I mean,
We definitely look a bit brighter here, don't we?
I definitely probably did swear and carry on. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we had a big power outage, so everything just shut down. We went black, didn't we?
Yeah, we were running around like headless crooks. Didn't know what we were doing.
Particularly you.
But look, we're back.
We're
Good.
back. All right, we were talking phaser.
That's
and
right.
It looks really bright.
Is it?
Do you
All right,
think?
I'm going to do some funkiness.
You do some funkiness, and I'm going to talk
Funkiness.
phaser.
We're going to
So-
do some technical adjustments.
I was explaining how cool the body is and how we got the LED light buckets, which is all really, really cool.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to race it. So you know what? I'm going to keep it wrapped in plastic and offer it for sale, probably with the wheels. I'm sure somebody will love it much more than I, unless you can convince me to race it on the track, guys. I'm not sure that that's going to be the way forward.
I think you're looking all right there.
Well, thank you.
The colour's a bit better now.
So this is a phaser, and we've spoken about it before. Oil-filled shocks, four-wheel drive, 14-turn single motor, 60 amp speed controller. Really, really cool. And it comes with a really functional radio. Where is it?
That's a 550 motor, isn't it?
Yeah, 550 14 single mate. Really easy to use radio. We've got all the adjustments that the newbie could want. You got your throttle trim, steering dual rate, throttle endpoints,
Yep.
And your reverse endpoint, and then you got your throttle switches. It's got this cool angular thing for the steering.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Modern ergonomics, I suppose.
Yep.
I mean, that's an adjustment on the 10PX, which I don't use, but I'm sure some people do.
Hmm.
The radio itself feels quite nice. Takes 4 AA's. It's got no LCD screen, but that's sort of good for beginners. It's going to last for ages on the battery.
Yeah, so you got the analog adjustments on the back.
Analog adjustments.
You can see it all.
Get the car tracking straight. Get the servos on,
Yep.
and that is it. So that's the radio. Again, probably going to be one of the first things that I get rid of, and not because it doesn't work or whatever. It's just not what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
So I will probably pair it to the 10PX.
Mm.
I mean, it's a bit of overkill, but I might even start off with the 3PV just to demonstrate it.
Yeah.
All the receivers will be the same. So it is 2.4 gig, so there's no channel clashing.
Yep.
The steering servo, again, it seems quite nice and neat. Again, I'll probably change it, and I'll probably change it just for durability reasons. And I'm not going to go putting a $300 MKS in there, nothing stupid like that.
No.
Just a basic steel geared high servo. I think,
Yeah,
like
just
a
something
79.
that's robust.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
because it'll need it. I've seen these things race.
Yep.
These cars are the perfect partner for the 9-steps 4200s.
Yep, they drop
And
straight
these
in.
are awesome. This will drop straight in.
Mm.
And we run these the other week up at Bendigo in our Tamiya cars.
Mhm.
And they were awesome. We were taking like 700 milliamps for a race, charging them in like 8 minutes and go again. So they were really good. Look really neat, and look really robust more than anything,
Yeah.
So that is really cool. So that is a phaser. Now, on YouTube, I'm doing a build series, I suppose, because we're turning it from this ready-to-run car out of the box.
Yep.
And we're making it into a racing car.
So there's not a lot you need to do to it,
Not
really.
a lot we need to do at all.
Yeah. And then some of your videos are really like hints and tips on how to maintain them.
That's right. That's right. So I've already done the first step yesterday that you guys can check out on YouTube probably next week.
Yep.
Which
Yeah.
is, I'm in a bit of a kerfuffle here.
So you're putting on a racing body.
Yeah.
Just something that we can sort of bash and stuff.
Just a modern race. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd rather bash this on the racetrack
Yep.
then and I'm sure that we will get a little bit driving benefits as well. I mean, the car's not really going to go fast enough to really take full advantage of the aero of this Biddy Design Hyper HR.
Mhm.
But you know what? It looks pretty cool too.
It does.
So I've taken the steps to cut that out and fit this on. So that's going to be, so it's going to crop a receiver, a cheap servo,
Yeah.
rustle. Are you still rustling?
Mating to the atmosphere.
Are you?
All right, so we've got these tires.
Yep. So talk us through the tires. I'm gonna start actually whipping them on, and this is about the extent of the conversion of the car.
So what are these? These are scale Hancocks, are they?
These are scale Hancocks. These are the sweep radial 34s. We're on the overhead, are we?
Yep.
Have a look at the cool brake calipers I'm in here.
Oh,
How cool is that?
let me get some focus going.
Like, of course they're not functional, but they are like chrome plated ABS. So that works as a wheel hex.
Yep.
So give us the right tire. Yeah, this one. And have a look at that through the wheel. They
Yeah,
use a big screw
Yep.
to hold that on. So which is really cool for
It's
beginners,
pretty reminiscent of old school shoemaker and
isn't it? And
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with it. It's
and
just
Yokomo too. Yokomo used to have a couple of screws.
they did, didn't they, on their
Mm.
on their
And the
hull?
off-road stuff. Yeah.
So have a look at that. That looks so cool.
Yep.
Sorry if I'm hogging the camera again. So I'm just going through. And this is going to be the extent of the conversion to get yourself up and running.
Yep.
You know, and you don't have to. You can run it exactly out of the box, but it's going to be such a shame to scratch that beautiful body. You know. So I quickly cut out a body yesterday for a show, just a
Yep.
10-minute fit up and cut out, explaining to people when they do get their phaser, what they need to do. You know, if they're going to fit a racing body on it.
Well, I guess a racing body is so much more affordable, right? Because these are going to get beaten up. So rather than having a really nice
Yeah, well,
detailed body,
I dare
bashed
say
around-
that these super high detail bodies, as cool as they are,
although Andy reckons you should drive around and just beat it around.
yeah,
See?
I just don't have the guts.
Bash the scale body.
Bash the scale body.
Then get another scale body.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the guts, and the
He's a purist. Isn't he?
and the scale bodies are going to be. They'll be. I imagine they're quite expensive. Well, not expensive, but more than these cheap bodies that we use for racing.
Yeah.
I'm tipping it's not going to be $50 for a body. I'd expect that body to be $140 or something, with
Yeah,
the
probably
light
would be.
buckets and everything,
Yeah. And the wheels and stuff.
and the wheels and the
Mm.
tires.
There
So
we go.
that's as quick as that. Look at this.
So that's ready to race, pretty much. We just got to paint up the body.
Look, we've gone from a Camaro
Yep.
to a touring car.
Yep.
As quick as that.
So they've got oil-filled shocks. They've got all
Oil-filled
the ball
shocks.
bearings.
Yep. Now you do have to mount the body rather high at the front. And it's just, I noticed that with the Tamiya's as well. And it's just because they got so much suspension travel.
Yep.
To the touring cars that we're used to racing.
Yep.
You know, but it makes them perfect for entry-level drivers who are sometimes less than perfect, me included, hitting the dots, hitting
Yep,
the boards, going off track. So it's just going to drive itself around. Perfect for a less than perfect track if you want to play with it, like in a car park or netball courts or whatever,
Mm.
get your practice up. But yeah, and that's the Hyper HR. So we're going to work on, I've done an episode on cutting it and fitting it. Next episode is going to be on painting it.
Yep.
We're going to do that in the studio using our 9 steps airbrush.
Mhm.
Again, probably just in my boring trademark body, and that's because that's pretty much the extent of my
Well, it's trademark, isn't it?
extent of my. And this is going to be run August 21st at the Bendigo Club Race,
Mhm.
and more importantly for the Bendigo Classic.
Well, we've entered,
We
haven't we?
are fully fledged. Have a look at this.
What?
I'm like a hat man.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that. It's a Bendigo On-Road Car Club hat.
Makes you look fast already.
I am. So I'm a fully paid up. We're both fully paid up members, which gave us the privilege of entering early for the
Yep.
Bendigo Classic because
Yep, and we've
entries are
entered,
capped
yep.
at 140.
Yep.
Your maximum 2 classes per person.
Mhm.
So do yourself a favor, guys. If you haven't joined that club yet, join the club. And if you're a new member or a returning member after years off,
Yep.
you'll get a $50 Hearns gift voucher.
That's right.
So the basic membership for a single person is $60.
Yep.
It works its way up, but the basic membership $60.
Yep.
And then you get the $50 Hearns voucher.
Yep.
That's a no-brainer. And you get to enter events early. You get the newsletters. all the club discounts. Really cool.
Looking forward to it.
So this is Phaser. Yeah, we've really
Yep.
enjoyed our sort of back into on-road. That said, how good's the BD11 going?
Yeah, good.
Oh my God, Matt Jenkins has been in here. You guys have probably been watching the videos as well.
Yeah.
Really putting the BD11 through the paces with the guys in New South Wales as well. And they are coming together really good. The guys in New South Wales and Queensland, unfortunately, haven't been able to do much running the
Well,
past
the weather hasn't been the best, has it?
3 months
It's been
since
washed
the
out.
cars. It's pretty much rained since the car came out.
Mm.
They are, however, heading up to Queensland next weekend.
Yep.
Not this weekend, next weekend at Brendale for the Queensland State Titles. And we're really hopeful that the BD11 is going to put on an amazing show. Because it's just fast out of the box.
Yep.
So the guys are going to go up there, have a play, and see what they can do, and have a laugh. So that is the Kyosho Phaser. Yeah,
Quick, isn't it?
really cool.
Yep.
And that is really good value.
For sure. And
You know
they're
what I mean?
tough.
That
These
is-
things are tough.
That is the cheapest way to get into. I mean, we got these on special at the moment, $3.99.
Mm.
I don't usually talk prices on it, but that's under $400. Really, to get all you need to bring to the party is a light or a battery and a
Yep.
charger.
Yep.
That is phenomenal. And a few small. These really aren't performance upgrades at this level. It's really just about durability, and that's what I like to look at. You got to enjoy the content.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
Longevity.
longevity.
Yeah.
And I know that plastic body will probably take a beating, but I
Mm.
don't want to be the one to give it to it.
Give it to Andy.
That's right. Give it to Andy. All right. So that is
Kyosho
a bit
Phaser.
of, that is a bit of Kyosho Phaser.
Cool. All right, so we've got some guesses on the car. So let's get our car back over here. There we go. Now, I'm going to have to scroll back a bit. What do we got here?
I am back. What have we got?
Well, Andy said he saw my nostrils before.
He probably did.
It wouldn't be the first time, so that's all right. I'm not embarrassed at all.
No.
What's that?
Probably saw me grooming my moustache.
Here we go. Mr. Rogers. Ford Falcon XW GTHO 351. We still haven't got a colour yet, though.
We haven't got a color.
How about the rest of it?
Well, color,
Well, the rest of it's pretty right, yeah?
transmission.
So we've got the Toyota Falcon XW GTHO.
Yep.
Is it a 351?
Yeah.
It is a 351. All right. Okay, so we need to know the colour, the specific colour name now.
Yeah. Has a bit of a color, doesn't it?
It has. It has.
What are we going to talk now?
Well, what are we going to talk now? We're going to do some more layout work.
Some more layout?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Because Marlon's over there with a big bit of cardboard,
All
so
right.
we don't get a mess.
Come on in, Marlon.
All right.
That's why I've got my raincoat on. I've got this beautiful Yokomo raincoat.
Everyone knows that when I'm holding shitty cardboard, things are going to get really messy.
Well, there you go.
I like it better when you have gloves on.
You like gloves?
I like it when Marlon wears gloves. Is that
You
right?
like rubber or latex, or what is it? Here we
Rubber-
go. So
rubber.
we got Mr. Fluffy back out.
You said you were complaining about your trees
Mr. Fluffy.
going missing, so I took the liberty of making 10 more for you.
Oh, we've got 10 trees.
10
There we
trees.
go. We've got trees in the box.
What do we do with them?
Well, you can put
Well-
them anywhere you want, really.
On the layout. I
And this is exactly the same. Oh, these are quite.
So you've got these on the bases, but we can actually pull them off the bases, right?
Well, I just put them on the basis so the glue could dry, but we're not going to
Oh,
use
okay.
the bases. We're going
Right.
to use a really sophisticated method of using a nail to make a hole for them.
Right.
Is it?
Well, that's
Yeah.
technological.
Can
So
I
we,
make
showed,
a-
we showed last time how to put together these trees. So what do you want? You want a forest here, don't you?
So, are we going to do the water first or last?
We're going to do the water last. And
Yeah.
the
Okay.
reason why, because we might end up putting scenery bits through the water,
And what about
and then it won't look so good. So I'm going to give everyone a gift. Everyone's going to get their own little bottle of scenic glue,
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Woodland Scenic glue, a little.
Oh, so that's what you need to glue these
Single
trees
serve.
on.
That it's basically like a PVA.
Okay.
Dries matte clear. These are quite good because they'll let you put the glue.
Did you put the glue in?
Fill the hole with the glue
I
and then
mean-
stick the tree in.
I missed that bit.
Oh,
Did
okay,
ya?
that's all right. Well,
Yeah,
you take
glue.
the tree back out.
Yeah, look. We'll put some glue in
So
here.
I'd like to make a little forest there.
Go for it.
I think that's why we left it a bit bald because it's quite steep.
Yeah.
And I think we could grow.
I think I've got a blockage.
Would you like my nail? This is a bit awkward.
Oh, hang on. I heard something coming out. Hang on.
Are you right?
Don't know.
You have to use that pinching grip. Look at your shake. Oh, I can see
I'm
the
really
vein.
squeezing it.
I can see the vein popping out on your
Oh.
head.
And we've also got
Is that enough? It's probably enough, yeah.
bushes as well.
What's
so
that?
the same stuff that we used to make the tree canopy used to make bushes.
Do you know what I think might be better than your nail?
How's that?
An awl, or what do they call that?
That's a reamer.
A reamer.
That is a body
Ooh.
reamer, and I
a
reckon
body reamer. Jeez, that's pretty.
body shell reamer.
Oh, body shell.
reamer.
Body
Right,
shell
okay.
reamer.
Oh, that's a bit different.
And I think that we could use this to make holes.
You reckon? You don't want to get too close because they're going to like rub against each other. Or do you want that? You like a bit of rubbish.
It's going to be a forest, mate.
See how that works.
Forest.
Where's the hole? Can't see it. Like that?
Need a bit of glue.
Look at the end of the glue. It's gone hairy.
It's picked up some static grass along
It
the way.
has. Well, this is really blocked, isn't it?
Use this one.
Oh, that one's.
We
Yeah,
get
a little bit less resistance.
You
with
got
that
some
one.
flow? Go, baby. Fill it up. All right.
Oh, I got a bit of fur on there.
It doesn't
too.
matter. We'll all dry.
All right. So we do
See?
Dry's
this.
clear.
That's what it, yeah, it looks like a forest. Is that what
It
we're
is.
looking
The
at?
canopy's all together now, isn't it?
Are we going to go overhead?
Yep.
Well, that's the idea. Is that what you think? That's what I was picturing.
Is that what you meant? Okay. Well, it's
it looks
looking
like
all
a
right,
forest.
isn't
Forests look like that, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
it?
the
I'm
idea-
not, I don't.
the idea is just not to make things uniform. That's all. Just to make
So
things...
using your RC tools on train layout is pretty useful, isn't
I'm an RC kind of guy.
Now we
Yeah.
have to use train layout tools on RC cars.
it?
Static grass covered RC cars, like a big shaggy dog.
That
What's
could
that?
be a
What's
thing.
that
yeah.
in Dumb and Dumber?
They did do that. Yeah.
The grass
Okay,
car.
get this one.
Yeah. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Squeeze it.
Yeah, I don't mind squeezing it.
Yeah. And so what? You want me to put in another tree?
Am I doing it right?
I think you are. Let's put that tree over here too that we had.
Which one was that?
I'll use your reamer. I want to use it. I want to use the body
How's that?
reamer.
And you wind it. That's it. There you go.
We fill that with glue, and then you can pop that.
We're getting
tree
a lot
in
more
there.
depth now, aren't we? I mean, it's going high.
All right.
Go for
When you
it.
talk about forest, you got forest going on for sure.
It's looking good.
Is it?
That looks great.
I'm just concerned that
What are you concerned about? It's too close to the
like,
roof.
falling over and stuff. Yeah. and
We'll just have to.
the
make some-
acorns are going to drop on the roof. There's going to be possums everywhere.
Mix-
Yeah, but that's
adjustments.
natural,
It's
isn't it?
necessary.
That happens.
I love how detail oriented you are now with this. It
What
was,
do you
it was
mean?
all about doing it quickly, and now you don't want the trees to be too close together, or
Yeah. You want to do it properly, eh?
Gotta get this bit in there.
All right, so we're going to stick this in there. How's that? Happy with that?
Can we put possums in there? Do we have N scale possums?
We can make some in-scale possums. We've got green stuff.
Well, apparently we couldn't do koi.
I'm sorry,
We won't
There's a bit of
imagine-
resistance to the
can't
koi.
fulfill every single criteria.
Can't fix stupid. Is that what you're saying? You can't just be reckless. That's the vibe I'm getting.
It's looking pretty good now, isn't it?
Why, thank you. Got a bit of fur on my stick.
Sorry.
There's a bit of fur on the end of the stick.
Is there? It's all good. Still sticky. What we got?
Oh, we can clean that off.
Oh, you need another tree? More trees. We've got plenty of trees. I thought we were running out of trees.
We don't need
We've got
trees.
heaps.
You don't need to use all of the trees, but if you want to, I don't see any reason why not.
What are you saying?
Just saying that you might get carried away with making a forest. There might not be room
Where's
for
the
the
hole?
trains to run.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Look at that.
Kind of lean a bit back, isn't it?
Well, there's just a bit of landslip.
Is that what they call it?
Bit of land, yeah.
How's that?
There's a bit
That's
of
right, eh?
degradation. Now, what do we do with?
It needs.
Oh, it doesn't-
forward a bit.
oh.
Oh, look at that! You ream the whole.
You know,
thing.
it's gonna be like. It doesn't matter what I do to it. It's like my wife with the Christmas tree. You know,
What?
I get up the next day and everything's moved around anyway.
Oh, it's just that you guys.
You know,
oh,
You know, we think we decorate it, and
Yeah,
yeah, it's all good. Everybody has a turn, and then we come out. And it's exactly the way she wanted it anyway.
Yep.
You know,
well, it's just
and
that you
it's the way it
guys can
should
only
be.
see it from certain angles. That's all. And
All right,
from other angles, things aren't standing up straight.
and that's a bit. Okay, now what happens?
Because in nature, it should be straight, right?
Put bushes where you want. You can even put the glue just on the bush. That might even be the best.
Yeah, stick it on the
tactic.
bush.
That
And then,
seems a bit reckless.
Yeah. Whichever way you want. There you go. That works fine. Perfect.
You do one, and let me
Sure.
see a bush.
Those
going
are
on?
the same stuff that we use
You
for
go.
the
Come on, get in there.
same stuff that we use for the tree coverage. Might take a bit of work to make this end up straight, but that's all right. We're looking really good. I like the forest a lot.
What else have we got?
So that makes sense how having a bald patch on the bottom now, right?
That's the idea. Because it's a ball patch. Is this all glue?
So I'm just going to put one in front of like the little shack.
Shack?
Yeah, the little mill.
Well, he's trying his best, mate. He'll get an extension when he can afford it.
I think he's done a good job. A lot of slate.
So you're just randomly putting stuff wherever you
think,
feel like,
yeah,
right?
wherever
Oh,
you've got
can I
your
get a
little
bit too?
pot of glue. Does yours work still?
Go crazy, B.
I reckon I'm going to use a nail.
Yeah,
Or use a body reamer on this. That'll be a bit.
enlarge the hole quite a bit with that.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Typical
I think
B.
it's good. I think it's good.
I'm not sure that I'm doing it right.
You're not sure?
Well, I don't know what bushes look like.
What do you mean you don't know?
What is it? It feels like...
Typically they don't grow on steep hillsides, but I could be wrong. Looks good. You're doing great. Just randomize.
Bushes, mate.
Yeah.
A little bit of bush here, a little bit of bush there.
Like a 70.
70s what?
Like 70s.
I thought you were going to say something.
Disco.
Ah,
There you go.
it's quite therapeutic on, isn't it?
Is it? I'm sure the people at home are great. All right.
What do you mean?
I'm bored.
You're bored already?
I'm bored. This train making thing takes quite a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Let's
Just
do the
gotta make
water.
Sure.
Uh-oh. You can't go that side.
Yes, I can because I want a bush to go there.
You know you're not allowed there, Marlon.
It's too bad.
It's just freaky, you know? You're just scaring. There's people looking at BJ's nose. There's arms sticking out of everywhere. No?
Hey, look, I've got some bush here too.
You're reckless.
Sounds to me like you're just really enthusiastic about doing the water.
Okay.
All right, okay. So we've done that, eh?
Yeah.
I'm
What do you
getting
think of
wet.
that? That's all hairy.
Is it?
You getting what?
You're going to get wet.
Oh, is that what that's what you said, something like that?
You're going to get wet.
Roll
Let's
up
go.
the sleeves.
I'm trying.
All right, let's
All
do
right.
a bit of.
Do you want to go? You go in there. You
Okay.
drive. You
Well,
drive.
This is the first time that I will have done water.
All right, so what we're going to do, so first thing,
Oh.
let's get some UV resin, eh?
What
Right.
makes it UV resin?
So it sets with UV light.
Mhm.
Okay, so there's one I've been using before.
Yep.
So I don't know if there's much left. Let's open it up.
So it's just a clear resin, and you use the light to make it solid.
That's right.
How does
It's
that
like
work?
magic.
It's magic. So
Uh-oh.
sometimes the nozzle gets stuck.
Does it matter that there's already light in the
pull it out.
room, or does it have
No,
to
it
be
doesn't
UV
matter.
light?
Doesn't matter. So it uses a very high frequency UV. So natural light doesn't actually set it.
Really?
But even so, it's in a very dark container, like so. And we're just going to pour it. So what we're going to do, we're going to start
Wow.
making the dam first, right?
Yeah.
Well, make sure that they can see it on camera.
How's that?
I'm not sure.
We'll start making the dam across the bottom here, right?
Oh, hang on.
Now this UV resin, this bottle's almost empty, I think, but it's coming out.
Can I have some?
You want some?
So it's quite a thick consistency
You
then.
see how thick it is?
Yeah.
Now
Oh.
you can make it thinner by using heat. So it's going to stay there, but so it's like a thick super glue consistency at the moment.
Jeez, look at you go. You really
See
getting
that?
those pincher accent today.
Right, and then we'll just hit it with a UV torch.
Yep. Then what happens?
And it's going hard.
How long does it
How
take?
can you tell?
Doesn't take long at all. Try it now.
Like touch it?
It's still a bit soft. And the thing is, you see how wet it looks?
Mhm.
When it's set, it still looks the same. So it's always going to look like flowing water.
Really?
That's great. Because it looks like it's still soaking wet.
And that's rock now.
Really?
Yep.
Can I
That's
stick
it.
my finger in it?
It'll have a little bit of tackiness to it,
Yeah, I can feel that. Like almost like glue gun glue.
but that'll go away.
That's an interesting smell.
You see that? So the thing is, if we use this for the whole thing, it's going to use like a huge bottle. So I've got this other thing that we're going to use as well to show.
Did we want to spin it around and dam up the other end?
Yeah, stamp up the other end. Because the other stuff we're going to use is the Vallejo stuff. It's water-based, and it's going to flow a lot more than this. Oh, hang on, it's starting to drip.
Yeah, well, that's what it does.
So let's put this back here, and then go all the way across. Might as well.
Is it
So
really
on the
doing
thing.
it? I feel like we're on like CSI or something.
What do you mean? What have you learned?
Well, we're looking for stains.
Oh yeah, have you found any?
Not here.
Like where the killer's plans is written on the wall in like
That's right.
invisible ink, and then they
That's
get
right.
the
There you go. That's it.
UV light out. That looks really good.
That's it. So how about we'll do a really close up here. So you can see the border there.
I can
Oh,
see
yep,
that,
you
I
can see
can
it.
see that there's no stains.
No secret messages written under the bridge.
But
So that's
yeah,
that's the
visible
resin we
ink.
just put on it. See how it's rock hard now?
No.
But it looks really, really wet. Yeah? You happy with that? That's it.
That is like a magic trick.
It is, isn't it?
I was so
So let's do the
impressed
other
when I
side.
learned about that.
Okay, so let's dam up here. Don't shine this on me while
Your earwax might harden.
all right, so we'll put this down here. Yeah, harden that up.
Yep. That's my specialty.
You like making it hard?
I'm here to get it hard, mate.
Yep. Oh, look at that. You're just shifting it around before it's fully set, eh?
Yeah, I'm a pro at this. Well, you had it dripping off the edge. You're reckless.
That wasn't me.
It's like a big glazed donut.
That should do. All right, you can switch it off now.
Can you overcook it?
I don't think you can overcook it, but you don't want to cook it while it's coming out of the bottle. Otherwise,
Then
you'll
you
block up the
freeze
bottle.
Oh, you guys.
All right, so I
You train foamies the next level.
reckon that's ready to do.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
Is there like a certain way? Do you have to like wave it in and out or
I don't know. You can do all kinds of dances that you like.
figure
There's
eight?
a special way of doing it.
It's like,
I might just add a little bit more across the side here.
I'm really like pumping in the light in there.
Are ya?
Can you see it?
Pushing it in? All right, let's do a little bit more
Pushing
across
it
here.
even further than it, faster than it can travel itself.
On the side there, along the side here. All right, work your magic.
It doesn't really make noise, people.
There we go. All right, so we dammed up both ends.
All right.
Now, if we wanted to, I mean, this stuff looks really good.
Oh, look, it's just dripping everywhere.
No,
I
no,
can't
it's all
fix
good.
that.
We can chop that later.
It goes hot.
Yeah, it's curing.
It's a chemical reaction. It's going to generate heat.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's burning me, but it's like hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
Just like super glue heats up while it's curing.
Oh, it's the best when you see that little bit of smoke come up and you know you've got it on your pants or your t-shirt or something. You know, that's when you know you've won.
All right, so we're going to be working with this stuff now.
What is it?
This is Vallejo water texture. So you can actually pour this in. So this is water-based.
Mm.
It'll shrink a little bit, and you can make it really, really thick, but you got to do it in thin applications. So maximum 3 mil thick at a time. Let it set off. It'll take a few days, and then you put on another coat, and you can make it really deep.
Don't know if we're going to make this more than
I
3
don't-
mil.
Let's see.
Well, I would like to.
We'll see how well I've made this flow work.
Oh, excuse me.
Jesus,
Excuse me. Maybe I should shake
I mean-
it first.
you are reckless.
Got dewdrops in the grass.
Oh
you,
my
you can
lord.
already hear it. It's
Yeah.
really, really thin, right?
That's all over the laptop, it's all in my moustache.
When it happens, it just happens, right?
You are out of control, BJ.
You see how it's just
No, I can't.
it's going everywhere.
Get your big hand out of there.
There you go.
Do you want me to set it?
This one's set, mate.
This
What are you
says
talking about?
over time, doesn't it?
It does.
But it's thin enough that even if you spill it a little bit, it's just going to naturally flow
Yeah.
into where it needs to go.
That's right.
But if you've got a valley.
Oh, you know, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how well this.
Can you put
The
it over the
stream
wheel a
works.
bit so it looks
Yeah,
a bit
we're-
wet?
Can't see what I'm doing. Everyone's probably seeing my bald head at the moment.
That's okay.
Looks good.
What, my bald head?
Yeah.
Bit over there, bit over here. What are you doing, mate? Can't take you anywhere.
Just making sure that it went wet behind the ears.
Really?
I think we've also got to do the bridge somehow, both sides.
What do you mean the bridge?
So we need
Underneath
to,
the bridge.
we just move it like this. See
Uh-oh.
how it's flowing?
Yeah. Oh, wow. All the way to the dam that you created.
There
Uh-oh.
you go.
Already that looks great.
All right, so we'll add a little bit
You're
in.
not going to be able to tip it up now because the water's going to go everywhere.
Well, that's right. It's got to leave it flat. So at least we've got the dam there.
Is it going to be this color or is it going to go
No,
like
it's going to go
clear?
totally clear. Okay, it's a little bit milky because it's It's a polyurethane. But it's going to dry really clear, like a super clear gloss.
Portrait.
I feel like I want to wear gumboots. That's how realistic it is.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wore my jacket.
Put on some those water shoes.
Galoshes.
Galoshes, yeah.
Are they galoshes? Is
I
that a
don't
thing?
know, like the ones people walk around in creek beds in.
How's that? Are we happy with that?
No,
That looks really good.
I don't think it's deep
Just,
enough.
I think there's just a spot right underneath the bridge that is a bit dry.
Can I have
Okay.
a squirt?
Go. Oh, mate, can't take you anywhere. Now it's dripping everywhere.
You can tilt it the other way.
No, no.
Get a bit of flow.
Oh, hang on, not too. Oh,
There we go. How's that? So it doesn't matter. You got a bit of spillage. That'll dry up. And then we can add some more to this at a later
Yeah.
stage. So hence why it's got such a massive bottle. Like that? Happy with that?
Already that looks great. Even if it is a bit milky colored at the moment, it looks really good.
You can tell how that's.
You can see the reflection on the screen.
and that is it.
That's it.
So apart from a few final delicate touches that we'll put on next week,
Yep.
we're calling this one done.
This is effectively 95% done.
So we're going to present it next week, I suppose.
We
We're in
are.
its finished form. It's changed a little bit week on week. How long's it been going for now? We had a week
3
off.
weeks.
but-
did.
Yeah. And we have
We might
really
add a few
spent
more
very
things
little time on it.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't been a precision job.
No.
And you had at least one rank amateur, myself, involved with it. And I
Rank.
think it's come together quite well. Like, you couldn't be ashamed of that. No way.
Not at all.
And it runs
super
really
pleased with
nice. The rail, the trains actually run really nice on it.
it. But it just proves that just giving it a go sometimes is the best way to learn and try new techniques.
That's right. And it
kind
all started as a blue bit of foam.
That's it. Just getting over that initial paralysis and fear of getting out of your comfort zone.
Yep.
And we just pretty much got this together in relatively short time. First
Yeah,
time
good
we've
is it?
done a lot of these techniques.
From start to finish,
Yeah.
it's probably been like 3 hours, isn't it? Really, total time. Awesome. And a bit of drying time. Train stuff needs a lot of drying,
It
Mm.
does.
doesn't it? From the plaster to the thing. Like,
Yep. But it gives you a bit of work time. It's good.
What?
If you need to modify it over
Oh.
a few days.
Well, you can change it over years.
Yeah.
Most
that's
people's
true.
layouts are rarely ever done. If
Really?
they say it's done, they're lying to you. It's an ongoing thing.
What about the push bike thing?
Push bike thing, yeah. Well, that's the thing I'm going to be incorporating into my layout.
Are you doing a layout?
Yeah, I told you. It's going to be like 3 levels. It's going to be a bit bigger than this.
Yeah.
009 as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're copying.
I ain't copying.
Copying.
I had all my stuff like years ago.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you mentioned your idea first.
That's
All right, guys. I think we should
How's
bring it
that?
to a close. Oh, the
exciting, isn't it?
car. Did we get the car?
The car. So we got pretty close, I reckon. Where have we got now? All right. So Dave came up with this before, right? Which is mainly correct. And now we needed the color. So he's come back with the color, but I don't think the color's right. It's a candy apple red.
No.
No, it's not right.
Definitely not candy apple red. Do you want to take this away from me,
I
Marlon?
certainly shall.
Because we're going to have a good, nice, close look at this car.
Yeah. What else we got here?
Thank you, Marlon.
Thank you, guys.
Wow.
Thanks, Marlon.
This guy.
How good's that?
Incredible.
Oh, we've got some more bush here. We'll use that a bit later. Let me cap up this 3D resin.
I've just been dying to like see how it looks.
What's that?
It's a bit of bush.
Bit of bush on my
What do
head.
you reckon?
What are you trying to
It
do?
could be like your little robot thing that you made. Ghibli. No? He's got like moss on him.
Bit of moss? Yeah, that's true. Like you do, robot.
All right.
What we got? Let's cut
Let's
it
look at the
tighter,
car
eh?
of the week. Let's go for it. The guys. Now, I knew that the guys would get it. I mean, we've come up with way harder challenges before for these guys, haven't they?
Yeah, but I mean, this car's just been, it's a bit easy to pick, isn't it?
Now, what brand is it? Well, it's one of Australia's most iconic cars. You know,
It's made by,
it's never going to have the same prestige as the XY.
Yeah.
But the X Dub,
well, that sort of started, don't you reckon?
what that is? That's
Yeah.
The previous model.
So, what do we got? So, this is
So
a classic collectibles.
Is it?
What's that? It's a spare tire.
it's a spare tire.
Oh, you just pull that out of the boot.
Well, I got the airbag out. I got the foam out,
All right.
and it's really cool because you could create like a little bit of diorama with that.
Hmm.
You know, so we're on
Good
the
engine.
overhead.
You want to get in tight?
Yep. let's get right in there. So it looks like we've got ourselves a 351 Cleveland in there, haven't we? In competition blue. Awesome detail.
Well, look at that decal on top of the filter.
Yeah. Everything from that to the alternator. Yep, it's got a checkered flag on there. This is not a air conditioner or power steering model.
How can you tell?
Well, there's no AC pump or power steering pump.
Oh, there you go. Though.
But it does have an alternator, so the battery will charge when it drives.
Well, that's probably useful, isn't it?
It's got even the mechanical fuel pump. Can you see that down there near the K-frame? Is that silver thing hanging off the block?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mechanical fuel pumps in situ.
Yep.
Oil filter is nice and white. I'm going to spin him over now.
Look at the wheels.
Beautiful wheels and tires.
Why did it have the red circle around the wheel?
Well, that was just the style of the time. No? They went from white walls to red walls. So we've got the oil filter. Got your fuel pump there.
Yep.
Got your textured sway bar. Beautiful sump and K-frame.
Mm-hmm.
The paint looks really, really lush, doesn't it? We've got a working steering.
They're giving it plenty of paint.
It's really, really lush looking. So yeah, classic collectibles, Ford Falcon.
Yep. Oh, it's not a Toyota.
It's definitely not a Toyota. I was just trying to throw people off. I don't think it. Even got the true. It's got the finned drum brakes on the rear.
Finned drum brakes.
Yeah, that was a bit of a. That was a bit of a HO thing.
What was that for heat?
Long range, performance.
Right.
They didn't have 4-wheel disc brakes back then.
Yep.
We've got a drop tank, long range fuel tank.
Yep.
For racing and stuff. Yeah, really, really cool.
Can you get a look in the interior?
Yeah, I'm a bit reluctant to open the doors. I'll let you do that, mate.
What's that?
At the moment, we're just looking at red roof.
Red roof. Well, it's a very nice red. What was the name of the color of the red?
What have you done? You put your sweaty little handle over it.
What do you mean?
It is track red is the paint code on the box.
Track red.
Do you want me to zoom in?
Zoomage?
Kapow!
There we go. So the instruments.
Look at the cluster, steering wheel.
Steering wheel moving as I'm moving the tires.
Still a great little touch, isn't it? For when you're pushing it through the sandpit.
Sandpit. We're pushing this through the sandpit.
Well, you wouldn't think so, would
Yeah,
you?
door cards.
Yeah, beautiful seal trims.
Yep.
Chrome plated. Have the 4-speed gearbox in there.
Here's a boot with a spare.
The spare, the fuel filler's in there. It's got the vinyl interior in the boot.
Can't really see that. Can't get the angle right.
1970 XY. Be careful of that wheel. Even the blue tint on the windscreen. Door handles. It is really, really nice model. And they are great value, isn't it? I mean, I know we sell some really exotic European stuff.
Yep.
Which is far, far more costly. But this stuff here, the value that it represents is amazing. This classic collectible stuff for what you pay, it's phenomenal. And it's probably die cast, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got all the opening doors. The back door's open as well. Definitely look really nice. Yeah. So 1970.
Yep, 1970.
And I was asking what year it was. I should have just looked at the number plate before.
You could have.
Yeah. Nice. There we go. That's pretty much it.
All right. I think that's the end of the show.
Is it? All right. Well, thanks for joining us once again.
Sorry about the technical issues that we had earlier. That was a kerfuffle, wasn't it? That was out of our hands for once.
That was quite exciting, wasn't it?
Not starting with no mic. That was my problem.
Yeah, that was your fault.
That was a me thing.
Yep.
But the blackout that ensued, no, that was...
It just happened.
Yeah.
It was like end of the world. But it wasn't, because we're back and it all went smoothly.
Fantastic.
So thanks for joining us again. Thanks for
being part of the show, to everybody who's watching, to everybody's commenting.
Yes.
It is really cool. Again, if you'd like to see anything on the show or on our YouTube tutorials or anything, just yell out, drop us a comment, let us know, and we're here to make it good for you.
That's it.
Aren't we?
So we're going to have some funky builds happening.
Funky builds.
We're going to build a plastic kit together, aren't we?
Together.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite romantic.
That's it.
It's going to be more than the odd uncomfortable touch.
What?
And that's if you can even put it. I'm tipping that we won't get to the end of it. I reckon there'll be a throwdown.
What do you mean?
You'll like crack it.
No, I won't crack it.
You go, that's crap. And then I say, that's good. And you say, no, I can't do this.
No. Because everything is fixable. So even if it gets stuffed up, we'll fix it.
Do you reckon Marlon's not out there now fixing the layout?
Oh, he is. He is. He's like those guys who wrecked everything.
That's right. All right,
So,
guys.
Great. Thanks again.
Thanks for watching episode 114.
That's
And
right.
yeah.
Join us next week.
Absolutely. Join us next week. We'll do it all again.
That's right. It'll be action packed as well.
Definitely will.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.